2, 1. May the best team win. Op 4 moves off the line in formation, leaving the drones behind as usual at the start of the match. Rio possibly positioning in the back for a little bit of long range work. We have a relatively sedate deployment from RKS moving together generally towards the center, not spreading out too much. Oops. Whoa. Everything is good. Okay, sorry about that. Trying to get my music under control. And failing. Right. Teams maintaining a healthy distance from each other for the most part. We're seeing the first couple of shots across the battlefield. Some Grims on their way to Rio. A couple of them getting shot down by apes. Some long-range fire coming from Nevermore with his Ares. Shield still in pretty good shape across the board, with Frada down to 41%, having taken a couple of shots from Rio's Ares, and some missiles, LRMs coming in to keep that heat up. Shields absorbing most of the damage. The Op 4 drones coming in to start engaging, dragging Ephrata out. Definitely distracting RKS somewhat, who are spreading out fairly heavily. Looks like the drones might be heading for Nevermore, or they're just taking some very wide orbits. Op 4 maintaining healthy distance here, just outside of the zone. Big Ol' Bear putting Hydra shots downrange on Invalid. Invalid is firing his weapons, but I'm not sure what he's aiming at. I'm not sure if it's a lead indicated problem or not. Looks like he's hitting mostly air. We've got an unowned grid on Op 4. What has happened? Looks like we have a reconnect from Preston. This may be an issue. Looks like someone else has taken over his grid. Velcro. Excellent. Don't think there was enough time for him DC'd to have caused any major damage to his grid or anything like that. Ballard is trying to chase down Rio. Hard to tell if those Mark 1 batteries are hitting at all. Definitely getting laser damage and some coil gun battery damage. Rio's thrust has been very heavily damaged. Doesn't have a lot left to run with. I guess that's why he's reversed here. Those coil gun batteries are just slowly sandblasting his hull away. Looks like Ephrata has taken some decent damage here. Definitely burning a little bit. You have some exposed systems. Rio is fighting back. It looks like Op4 has stayed pretty focused on Invalid. He's definitely taking some damage. He's down to 86%. Tate attempting to brawl with one of the heavier cruisers on Op4's team head to head. Very light grid here. And moving off as his shields heat up. Damage is starting to accrue on Invalid. Take a quick look at over here. Looks like the drones and possibly, yes, Rio himself are still fighting Ephrata. It's like Ephrata might be getting the better end of that deal. Looks like Rio is just about gone here. But this has given Op4 a fairly good opportunity to focus most of their firepower on a single grid. Invalid is still operational. A huge number of thrusters still going. I think he's lost a fair number of his weapons, but he still has those Mark 1 batteries. Not sure how much longer he's going to be able to stay active under this amount of fire. Looks like Preston's managed to get reconnected and back in the action, happily fortifying himself on the edge of the zone. Weapons fire gets poured onto Ephrata for a moment here. I believe a moment is all it's going to take to finish that grid off, although he's now moving out. Targets being switched to anomaly. Huge amount of fire pouring into anomaly. Looks like much of the rest of RKS has been disabled. Tate and Invalid at very low percentages. Invalid still having some functional weapons. He is flying a ship that still flies, but only barely. Op 4 has taken some damage. Rio is obviously very hurt at 50% integrity. Anomaly is getting chewed up rather badly here. I'm thinking it does have weapon systems left, but not a great deal. I would say the BP race in here is very much in favor of Op 4. I don't see RKS being able to pull it back here. I don't think they have the firepower left across their functional grids to effectively do anything. Valid attempting to use the mass he has left to push Preston around a little bit, who has decided to take that personally. Just pieces just getting ripped off in front of Invalid here very rapidly. Honestly surprised that he hasn't been cockpitted yet. It can't be much longer. Still alive at 18% and still thrusting.
Hey, buddy.
Welcome back. How was your match?
Oh yeah, no, it was a good sweaty duke it out against HMS.
Excellent. I'm just watching Op 4 clean up RKS at the moment. RKS.
Yeah, I was watching Invalid fly around in the Mark II Aurora, I think it was. That was my early test ship for season 2.
It was very specifically named, not the Aurora, so it wasn't the Aurora. Okay? It was completely custom build from the ground up. Every block placed.
The second you moved over it and I watched him press W, I was like, I know that ship.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
it took me a second, then I looked at it, I was like, wait a second, I remember this TIE fighter.
Oh god.
Yeah, just watching the last of Anomaly get sanded away here by Op4. Technically,
I'm seeing all of the thrust.
Yeah, technically RKS has a lot of ships that are alive, and Nevermore is, I guess, at 97%. He's been firing missiles from the fringes.
He's getting hit now, though. I see his shield's hot at 11% on the stream. He's taken some damage wherever he's flying around. Rio might be hitting him with a Ares from time to time. He's disengaged.
Yep.
What's he got? He's got an Ares, IS, some LRMs. Oh, look at those missiles, man. Clean.
Once Anomaly has been redded or removed from the zone, and I think Nevermore is going to have to come in. I'm not sure what's going on. The zone is not being occupied.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It is interesting.
It's just a bit of desync. So yeah, it's I'll put that in my reports to Muzzo Wuzzo. Because it is a very fresh combat server. He only just spooled up Combat 4 today, didn't he?
Yeah. And it worked fine in its previous match, so it's... I'm not... You know.
Yeah, it might just be this time. Yeah, Chad, it looks like teams were set. I see the indicators up in the Shift M menu. And they only turn from red and blue to the team IDs when set teams is used.
Yeah, I ran through the commands all normally. I can check the chat history, but yeah, just didn't go for it. Well, I have been watching the timer since Anomaly was removed from the zone, so they've got about 1 more minute to go, and that will be a capture and hold victory.
Yeah, for those of you that are watching the stream at the moment, yeah, we've noticed the zone isn't working.
Yep. So, a little under 30 seconds here, and I'm going to declare a take and hold win by Op4. Not that there was really any question of where this match was going with only 8,000 points left on one side, and still over 30,000 on the other, but...
Yeah, we're in agreement here, Demon Fox, and I'm sure if we had a signatory for RKS present, that yeah, they'd be happy to concede the victory on just a logic-based issue here. And
that is take and hold victory by Op4. Congratulations and well fought by both teams. This was definitely a fun matchup, and not a bad fight at all. Did end up being a bit of a slugfest there.
Yeah, for all of those just tuning in, yeah, the zones just had a bug out on Combat 4. We noticed it a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah. Yeah, but I did count down 120 seconds, and I mean, what were the odds Nevermore could win by himself?
You can do it. Become the new Zero. Become the new Enderoth. Be fast.
Alright, gonna go ahead and run a restart on this server and move